Hello, my friends. Jerry Rosa here in the Rosa String Works Workshop. Sorry for the 30-second or so delay there. We had a few technical difficulties. This computer has just been giving me fits all day, as a matter of fact. But we're going to rub all that off, and we're going to have a good show this evening. We have a guest that's going to sit in with us for most of the show, and we have two surprise guests that will come in at around halftime. So we're going to have a good time with this. And, you know, we always talk about our bluegrass music, and one of the things that I like best about our bluegrass music is all the jam sessions we go to. Well, just the other night we were at, my wife was at the front door, and she was greeting them with hugs. And in the hall, I could hear a banjo. I think he was picking out some scrubs. In the corner was a dobro, and he was polishing up her bar. And through the front door window, I could see a tiny car. And in that little foreign car was a big old doghouse bass, which only goes to prove we only need a little space. There's tuning keys and peg heads in every size and shape, with catgut on the fiddle and nylon on the bass. There was a mandolin against the wall tuning up to get it right, and a guitar player was strumming. I think he was set to pick all night. There's food out on the table, cold cuts, chips, and ham. Y'all pull your chairs up close to your computer, because we're going to have a bluegrass jam. 1, 2, 3. These Highway 40 blues, I won't go to both my shoes. Down to the days that I've been gone, I'd love to see the lights of home. Wasted time and money too. I squandered youth and certain truth, but in the end I had to lose. Lord above, I paid my dues. Got the Highway 40 blues. Highway cold when I was young, I told the wise and things to come, that fame and fortune lies ahead. That's what the billboard lights said. Shattered dreams of mine is gone. The money's gone, stick out my tongue. Eyes are filled with bitter tears, Lord, it ain't been more years. Got the highway 42. And I got the red face from having a wreck out on the highway. We've got the whole band here this evening, and let me introduce everybody, and then we'll get into the music. Over on the dobro, that guitar with the hubcap in the middle of it, that is Beverly Spencer. She's from Doolittle, Missouri. On the flat top guitar right next to me is Gary Haven from St. James.
Hello.
Back on the big doghouse bass, we've got Don Davis from St. James as well. And we have Leon Pruitt on the 5-string galvanized mechanical gadget over there. And he's from Defiance, Missouri, home of Daniel Boone. And our guest star coming in right now is Loretta Peterman. Loretta is going to sit in with most of the show, and she'll take her turn in the rotation. In fact, she's going to be first up, I think.
Okay.
So,
lead by the mic, you think?
yeah, why don't we just...
Is that a good idea?
Yeah, why don't you just take his spot there? Why don't you, can you switch seats? Is that a problem? Why don't you just sit down right there, Loretta?
Okay, let me see if I can do this without interrupting everybody here.
All right.
Gary, do you want to come?
Nope, sit down.
Okay, are you sure? We may need your help here. Okay, are you sure? Okay.
Loretta comes to a lot of our jams, and we play a lot of little local gigs and things, and Loretta sits in with a lot of the gigs, and she has her own gigs too, as far as that goes. So what are we going to play first, Loretta?
Let's do I Am Weary, Let Me Rest in the key of D.
In D.
Yeah.
All right.
Kiss me, mother, kiss your darling. Lay your head upon my breast. Throw your loving arms around me. I am weary, let me rest. Seems the love you. I'm gonna move to the back so Gary can come back
Yeah,
up
he
here.
can come back and sit there. I was expecting you to sit back there, Gary, but that's okay.
Gary,
I take up too much space.
I don't know.
We're still under very tight quarters, but I think you can see we have more room in the camera this time than we had the last time. It's still a little tough. It's kind of like Chinese checkers here. We're just kind of moving all around, but we'll eventually hit a rhythm and stick with it, I think. Who's up next? Gary, you're sitting there. You
Okay.
might as well.
E. Edward.
Edward.
Guess I'm still in tune. Start that over. Leftover biscuits, leftover ham, leftover gravy in an old frying pan, leftover coffee, leftover tea. Now I'm all alone 'cause she done left over me. Well, I asked my wife if I could go out with the boys, just a little party over at Jimmy Roy's. She said, yes, honey, you know that I don't care. What I didn't tell her, it was a 3-day affair. Leftover biscuits, leftover ham, leftover gravy in an old frying pan, leftover coffee, leftover tea. Now I'm all alone 'cause she done left over me. Then we went to a party over at my neighbor's home. Me and my neighbor's wife in the kitchen all alone. She was making biscuits while I was making time. Caught in the act by that little old wife of mine. Leftover biscuits, leftover ham, leftover gravy in an old frying pan, leftover coffee, leftover tea. Now I'm all alone 'cause she done left over me.
Very good. Leftover biscuits. Been there a lot of times. Oh, my goodness. Well, we've got about 233 viewers at the moment, so it looks like everything's going well. The comments seem to be good. Ron was going to try to read the comments for us and help us out, but unfortunately, my tablet would not connect to the show tonight for some reason. It just seems to be my typical luck. I don't want to belabor it, but I've had all kinds of computer problems today. It just seemed like anything that could happen, happened today. Even the electric went off for a short time. So if anything like that happens and we lose you, well, we'll start it back up and we'll probably take about 10 minutes to get it going again, but we'll be back on in case something happens. And we did get a super chat there from Michael 2X, so thank you very, very much. We do appreciate that. Beverly, have you got something that we can do?
Well, we haven't ever done this one, I don't think, on YouTube, so
Okay.
Fireball.
Fireball? All right.
Yeah.
I call this the Dobro National Anthem. I don't know who wrote it. Who do you have any idea who wrote it?
I think it was Josh.
Was it Josh Graves? I always heard it by Jerry Douglas, and I always called it the Dobro National Anthem because, well, if Josh wrote it, it's got a good head start right there.
Yeah.
So here we go. That was called Fireball, and that's not to be confused with Fireball Male.
Different far.
Yeah, different Fireball. Let's see, how about, have we got something on that old banjo over there?
Play a little sled ride.
Little sled ride. I guess you're going to do that in
G.
In G? Okay.
That's what we are.
All right. Looks like we got another super chat from Caroline Fike. Thank you very much, Caroline. We really do appreciate that. Ron, you might be able to find it now, now that it's got going, you know. Anyway, I guess we'll give it a shot.
Soft landing.
Those banjos always have to have the last lick there, you know. Good job there, Leon, on what was that called again? Sled ride.
Sled ride.
Yeah, there you go. Me and names and titles, they just don't go together. And let's see, I guess that brings it back around to me. And how about, Leon, how about you kicking off Redwood Hill? How about that?
It's a little cantankerous today.
A little cantankerous?
Yeah.
Hot licks.
You do call it a banjo, right? There's no such thing as cantankerous with a banjo. They just are what they are.
Two kinds, those being tuned and those that need it.
Yeah, exactly.
Ready?
Yeah. I climbed the Redwood Hill. It was on a rainy day. We ride above the fall and talked to Mother Nature for a while. She told me of the love for the children in the road and the great sea. For the likes of you and me and crying though she was, she did speak these tender words. The thing that I am now, I could not change for any man. I tried to come to her, but she would not be still. And how the rain did fall, and I found my way back down the Redwood Hill. Crying though she was, she did speak these tender words. The thing that I am now, I could not change for any man. I tried to comfort her, but she would not be still. And how the rain did fall, and I found my way back down the Redwood Hill. No, I'll not forget the day when Mother Nature cried on the Redwood Hill. Who wrote that one, Gary?
Gordon Lightfoot.
Gordon Lightfoot. There you go. Somebody I've even heard of. Well, Gary, can you switch again, or is that possible?
Sure. No, I'll get out of the way.
That's kind of
Just
an
get out of the
awkward
way.
situation, but
Here, Gary.
we probably should have got Gary a taller chair so it'd be easier to switch.
You don't want to get too tall. Gary or I, one will fall down off a tall chair. I suspect that could just not end well. I'm just going to throw mine on top of yours. Fine. Oh, yeah. We'll just be in the key of D. We'll do an Overlooked an Orchid by Carl Smith.
Yeah. I met him once. He was at one of my uncle's bluegrass festivals.
He's a celebrity now. You're
Yeah.
hobnobbing with the rich and famous here.
It was way back there. I don't know, back in the 70s somewhere, I think. I might have him confused with somebody else. There's another bluegrass rose song that was real famous. Carl Story is who I'm thinking of. Sorry, I got it confused.
That's,
My bad.
the 70s was a long time ago, Jerry.
Carl Story.
That's not close enough. The orchid is a flower that blooms so tenderly to thrill the fairest lady of the land. If placed beside a blushing rose, its bloom cannot compare. But how was such as I to understand? I overlooked an orchid while searching for a rose. The orchid that I overlooked was you. The rose that I was searching for has proved to be untrue. The orchid now I find, my dear, was you. The rose has lost its color, but the orchid is the same. Now I'm alone to face these lonely years. I didn't see the orchid, I was looking for a rose. And now I pay the price with bitter tears. I overlooked an orchid while searching for a rose. The orchid that I overlooked was you. The rose that I was searching for has proved to be untrue. The orchid now I find, my dear, was you. The orchid that I find, my dear, was you.
There you go.
All right.
Good
Now-
job.
Yeah, I got
We have 291 viewers at the moment, and we've received quite a few more super chats, and I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. That's Mark Nadzum, Robert Harris, Bruce Ducker, D.E., and Dennis Moon. And Dennis added the comment there, says, "Great job, Jerry and band. Reminds me of my childhood when my dad would take me to a local jam on Saturday night at a place called Shady Grove, Tennessee." Wow. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, I think most of us in this room have visions of those jams as a childhood, or as a child, going to those things and watching the grown-ups do their thing. I know I remember my Uncle Don and Norman Ford and John Hartford sitting in a trio there in our living room. In fact, a lot of times they would come and practice at our house. It was a lot of fun.
B flat.
B flat. Okay. What are we going to do? Do you know the title?
Will You Visit Me on Sunday, I think is the title.
And the key is B flat if you're following along at home. I thought having Gary up here in the front where you could see his hand would be helpful to those of you who are playing along at home. I know that a lot of you do that.
Just outside these prison bars, a hanging tree is waiting. Sunrise, I'll meet darkness, death will say hello. Darling, press your lips to mine and tell me that you love me. Hold me once again before you go. Will you visit me on Sunday? Will you bring me pretty flowers away a tear. A grave is filled with silence if a sleeping man could hear. Darling, would I hear your footsteps up there? No, go ahead. Promise me that time won't separate you from my memory, and I'll be yours until the days of silver hair. If not for you, I know I'd lose my mind before the morning. Hold me close and tell me that you care. Will you visit me on Sunday? Will you bring me pretty flowers? Will your big blue eyes be misty? Will you brush away a tear? The grave is filled with silence if a sleeping man could hear. Darling, would I hear your footsteps up there? Darling, would I hear your footsteps up there?
Very nice. Let's see, who's up next? Beverly, are you up next, I think? Why don't you slide over here a little closer to the microphone?
Oh,
Trade with me.
Yeah, you're just kind
oh,
of a
we'll
far
just,
piece
we
away.
can do it right there.
All right.
Get friendlier. Come on over here so
Well-
they can hear you. They won't be able to hear you
Except
otherwise.
like Gary if I did.
Yeah, she got to get close. It's scary, I know.
What was I supposed to do?
Okay.
Richard Herbranson just gave us a super chat. Charles Selkowitz, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
P-Dog.
You were my heart's desire. I felt the flame of love on fire. No other love could take the place of you. Then you left me all alone, so lonesome and so blue. So I found someone to take your place. What was I supposed to do?
saw a request for bringing Mary home. Might get to that. I've already got 2 requests down here that I don't know if I'll get to or not. I just rent it from God and Grandpa's old fiddle. So we'll try to get to all those if we can.
Lady of Spain.
Lady of
The
Spain.
key of C.
This is in the Sea of Keys.
And a few more other chords.
Yeah, thrown in there for
It's in
good
C
measure.
part of the time if you're following along at home.
Okay.
Spain, my goodness. That was simple, but it was complicated, in case you didn't know. We got a couple more super chats. Jim F. and Richard Herbranson. Thank you very kindly, very generous. And one of them said there, "Get it, Beverly."
I tried.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see, who's up next? I guess we got some switching to do again, I think.
You.
I think you're next.
Oh, I'm next?
Yeah, you got to do a request.
Yeah,
Well, that's all right. I was going to do them as I got to my turn.
Well, it is your turn.
I think it is.
Okay. All right, fine.
Don't pay attention to a
I'm
word we
trying
say.
to give it away here. Let's see. This first song I'll do by request was I Just Rent It From God. It's a song I wrote about my early retirement from Southwestern Bell and purchasing this big farm here. So I hope you enjoy it. It's in the key of G in case anybody cares.
Sorry, John.
I changed my whole life. No more corporate strife. Put the alarm clock away in the drawer. No more conference calls. No meetings in the halls. And no business to conduct in a bar. No self-serving boss. Nor the threat of the loss of the paycheck that I've earned 8 to 5. 'Cause I'll be out on my ranch where I can reach the first branch of that corporate tree grown from on high. I don't own it, I just manage its worth. It's a small slice of heaven placed down here on earth. I care for his streams and I water his side. I don't own it, I just rent it from God. I know they won't miss me when I tell them my history. That's okay, for I've got a plan. And there'll be no regret, no hard feelings, nor debt. We're all doing the best we can. So here is my last word. Some may think it absurd, but I know that someday you'll find that it's better to leave than to stay and to grieve. Instead of a paycheck, you'll have peace of mind. I don't own it, I just manage its worth. It's a small slice of heaven placed down here on earth. I care for his trees and I water his side. I don't own it, I just rent it from God. Just gave you the short version there instead of going through it again. But that was my request. If you don't care, I'll do the other Grandpa's Fiddle request and get that one out of the way. This is a true story I wrote about my grandfather and his fiddle. That I've been told a lot of times not to do the song without telling this story. I'm going to tell it as quick as I can. He passed away in August of '89, and 1 month to the day after he passed away, my grandmother called me to her house and gave me his fiddle. 1 month to the day after that, I woke up out of a sound sleep, and I say I woke up because I don't remember doing this at all. And I apparently found my way to the dining room table and wrote this whole song out. Well, the next morning when I woke up, I lay in bed thinking, did I write a song last night or did I dream I wrote a song last night? And I truly did not know. And so I started looking around the house and I didn't see it anywhere. And then I went by the dining room table of all places, which is a table we never use for anything ever, except for Christmas and Thanksgiving. And sure enough, there was the words all laid out on the table. And I've never changed a word of it. I hope you enjoy it. It's called Grandpa's Old Fiddle. An old battered case, weathered and worn, with the hinges all rusted and the fabric all torn, but still cradled inside was one old precious thing, and it was Grandpa's old fiddle. Oh, how sweet it rang. Grandpa's old fiddle played sweet melody, and he played it from his heart for my grandma and me. Wrinkled old hands, he held it with love, and I can still hear him playing up in heaven. We have 336 viewers at the moment. We have our secret weapon coming up here in just a moment. She might as well get ready because she'll be up next after this next song by Gary. We're going to do one more song, then we're going to take a little short break, have our secret weapon play a couple or sing a couple tunes for you. You'll have a short video, about a 10-minute video, to fill a little gap there, and then we're going to bring up another guest star and have him do a song for you too. And his name is Cash. You've met him before, I think. So that's the order of operations here. Have you got one?
I
ready?
do.
What do you got?
Edward, Stormy Horizons.
Stormy Horizons.
I scarcely hear the wild winds cry or feel its sudden blast. A greater storm just swept my world apart. Today you're with somebody new, my hopes are gone at last. There's stormy horizons in my heart. Rain swept and tattered like the rose in the wind. Stormy horizons without and within. You were all that mattered and you wanted to be free. Now stormy horizons wait for me. Things as fragile and as sweet as roses dreams are made, and dreams we had you held so carelessly. They fell like petals round my feet, I saw my rainbow fade. Now stormy horizons wait for me. Rain swept and tattered like the rose in the wind. Stormy horizons without and within. You were all that mattered and you wanted to be free. Now stormy horizons wait for me. You stormy horizons wait for me.
I'm going to ask a couple of you to stay here and help out on this next tune. I guess you can stay, and maybe the banjo and the bass, I guess, would be good enough if we just have that much. And then we'll have you sit over there and let her get front and center. We're going to make welcome to the stage, if you will, and her name is Youlanda Duros. Did I say that right, the last name?
You're right.
Close enough?
Let me sneak past you.
So, we have only met this young lady about 10 days ago or so, and first time I ever met her, and she came to the Dickey's barbecue location and was encouraged to sing a song. It took a while to get her convinced to do it, but she finally did. And it kind of blew my socks right off. And I'm sure it's going to blow yours off too. What are we going to do first?
Faded Love.
Faded Love.
Can you see?
And we're going to do it in the key of C?
I think so, yeah.
No, we did it in D the last time, and you said it was too high, but it wasn't. It was just perfect. Is that okay?
Can we do C?
All right, if you want to do it in C. I think this is too low for you, I really do. But we'll do it in C if that's where you want to do it.
Love.
Okay, you ready?
Yep. As I look at you
Sing it out.
wrote to me, it's you that I am thinking of.
Yes, sing louder.
As I read. Do you want to do it in D?
No, I think we better do it in D.
Okay.
I really do. I think it's too
Okay.
low for you there.
Okay.
All right, let's try it. And you're going to have to sing louder, young lady.
I'm sorry.
Are you ready?
Yep. the mating of the dove. It was in the springtime that you said goodbye. I remember our faded love. I miss you, darling, more and more every day, as heaven would miss the stars above. With every heartbeat, I still think of you and remember our faded love. And remember our faded love.
Beautiful. Just needs to be louder, that's all. Chicken, 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 bawk, 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 bawk.
Try.
Oh, she's a little bit mic shy, a little bit camera shy, and all that kind of good thing, but she can sing like nobody's business. What's that other song?
I fall to pieces.
I Fall to Pieces. And what key were we going to do that in? A,
We
wasn't
did
it?
it in A.
I fall to pieces each time I see you again. I fall to pieces. How can I be just your friend? You want me to act like we've never kissed. You want me to forget, pretend we've never met. And each time I go out with someone new, you walk by and I fall to pieces. I fall to pieces each time someone speaks your name. I fall to pieces. How can I face to the flame? You tell me to find someone else to love, someone who loved me too, the way you used to do. But each time I go out with someone new, you walk by and I fall to pieces. You walk by and I fall to pieces.
Beautiful. Great job. Fantastic. I think she is channeling Patsy. Yeah, I think so too. She has a song out on YouTube that will just literally knock your socks off. I'm not kidding. It's again, her name is Yolanda Duros, and her name out on YouTube is Pandas Music 2992. So PANDAS Music, all jammed together, 2992. and you can find her song. I will put a link to it in our description later. I can't do it right now, but you will really enjoy it. It's done really, really well. A little bit shy tonight. She wasn't singing real loud, but she did fine. She did a great job. And we are now going to turn on a little video and let you watch that while we cool off for a second. And I do want to say thank you to all those that are sending the super chats. I missed a few of them, so I can't really say everyone's name. I see one there from John Kneeling right now, but thank you very kindly. Well, I'm working on putting the bumper on this horse trailer. And it's a rubber bumper to keep the horses from hitting their hooves on this steel. I've already cut it to length. I just cut this off on my regular wood chop saw, miter saw. And I've held it up here and I drew a circle, so I've already got a circle where this needs to go. I'm about to drill it. What my idea is to drill and tap it for a 1/2 inch 13 bolt. So I'm going to drill it with the appropriate size drill bit so that I can then thread the hole and then run these in. These are a Phillips head, hex head, socket head screw. And then I'll put this big washer in there. Now the problem with the big washer is they don't go through this hole easily. I think I can force it through and then I'll just have to use a magnet to put it in place or something. I don't really know, but we'll figure that out. I want the big washer to have more purchase on the rubber, otherwise it will pull off or get knocked off. So that's what we're going to do first. Let me try drilling the hole and see how that goes first. This is a smaller bit and I just want to see if it'll penetrate this steel. I've checked already, there's not much there that I can hit. I just don't want to go through real far. There we go, that's the first one through. Now this is the size for threading that. This is a 27/64, and that's for threading a 1/2 inch 13 bolt. So let's see if we can get this through there. I might have to resharpen this. This has been sharpened, I can tell. Whoops. Oh, that ain't good. Did it break the bit already? No, but it's close. Wow. I sharpened my drills by hand, and this one definitely needs it. I have a drill doctor, but honestly, the only thing I find the drill doctor useful for is just to even the tip back out. If I get it a little lopsided or something, the drill doctor is good for getting it more symmetrical. This definitely needs a sharpen. I'm going to give that a try and see if it works. I can always sharpen it again. It looks pretty good. It's not perfect. Okay, let's see if it'll drill any better. I don't know. I should have made the first hole smaller because I'm really drilling right on the outside edges of this, and that's not a good thing. Oh, that didn't help at all. Wow. That's probably messed it up already. Well, live and learn. We'll call that good enough for this time, and we'll see if we can get the hole threaded, and then we'll go on from there. Tap wrench here, and I'll put a little oil on it. I know some people are real specific about the kind of oil they use. I don't find that it makes much difference. I've tried every kind of oil I can think of, including cutting oil and all kinds of stuff. And I think 3-in-1 works just as good as any of the rest of it. And that's just my opinion. I know that machinists would feel totally different about that. And that's okay. Well, that tapped fairly easily. This is a good tap. It's a good name brand tap, so they generally work better. It's really one of the first times I've ever used this ratcheting tap wrench. I'm not a huge fan of this thing, but sometimes it's pretty good. Looks like it's going to go in there, but I think I'm going to blow those threads out, so I'm going to get the air over here. Got the air over here. I'm going to blow this out. That should be good. I think I'll go ahead and set my blocks back up here because it's awkward to hold this. This rubber bends around real easy. I guess before I get that rubber up here, I'll test it with just test it with the bolt, make sure it's going to work good. Yeah, it feels like it's going to go right in. No problem. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rubber up here and see how this goes. I wonder if there's going to be some way to get this washer in there and then get the bolt on it. I'll try a little pick. Let's see if a pick will work. Okay, I have a little pick here, and I don't know if that's going to work or not, but I would think somehow I ought to be able to get that up in there. Did I get the... I think I did. I got it on the first try. Now can I hit the hole behind there? There we go. That's working. That almost went too easy. That almost scares me when something goes that easy. I'm not going to tighten them up super tight yet. I'll just go that tight right now. You know, I kind of want to do this all in place. I guess I can. I don't know. I may have to take this back off to do this. I'm just going to hold this in place and hit the punch. Yeah, it made a nice hole. Maybe I'll just mark them all, take it off. That's probably what I'll do. I'll just mark them all and take it off. We'll call that good enough. I hope it's good enough. And we'll take this back off because it's just awkward to try to do it in place. Hopefully I can leave the bolt sticking through here with the washer so I don't have to try to hit that again. Yep, it's there. I'm going to get a much smaller bit and try drilling this again. My 1/4-inch bit has been used so much I'm afraid it won't work, but that's what I'm going to go to is a 1/4-inch and drill it with that. It should drill faster at least. There we go. Now we just got to drill the holes out. Before I even start, I'm going to go resharpen this because it got bunged up there. I've resharpened this. I don't know how much better it'll be. I hope it'll be better. Okay, 3 more to go. Take the air and blow out all the holes. And then we'll start by trying to put the center one back in here. We'll get that one close. We won't get it all the way snugged up, but we'll get it close just to give the other one some play or room. Start them all before you tighten any. That saying came from my buddy Jeff Bradshaw from elderlyiron.com or This Old Truck on YouTube. Check him out if you haven't watched his video. Should be able to go ahead and snug them all up now. Well, my friends, the rubber baby buggy bumper is installed. I think that went as good as it could go. Now when the horses are going in the trailer, their hooves will hit that rubber instead of that hard steel. They can thank me later. Oops. I don't even think they could hear me. I was sitting there talking and they couldn't hear me because I had muted the microphone. I'm sorry about that, folks.
At least I didn't hear my rambling.
All I've done is make mistakes all evening.
But I'm worried.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do He Took Your Place. Cash is going to sing this one for you.
Upon that rugged cross of Calvary, 'twas there my blessed Savior cried, forgive them for they know not what they do. Oh, sinner friend, for thee he died. His hands are gently knocking on your door. Outside he's pleading to come in. His heart is breaking as he waits for you to wash you free from every sin. claim his own will fly to heaven's golden shore. A crown of life he gives on that day. With him we'll live forevermore. His hands are gently knocking on your door. Outside he's pleading to come in. His heart is breaking as he waits for you to wash you free from every sin. Those cruel thorns that pierced my Savior's head, the blood was flowing down his face. In shame forsaken there he hung and died. Oh, sinner friend, for thee he died. His hands are gently knocking on your door. Outside he's pleading to come in. His heart is breaking as he waits for you to wash you free from every sin.
Very good, Cash. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You did a good job. You did a good job. Cash, if you're wondering, is 10 years old, just turned 10 a month or so ago, and does a real nice job there. And he's learning to pick in addition to his singing. And let's get the rest of the band back in here, and we will do some gospel music for you. We do have a number of requests, and I will try to fit in one or two more requests that may not be gospel, but we'll just do what we can do and get as much done as possible here. We'll start off in F. We'll start off with a beautiful gospel song written by that fella in the Statler Brothers. What?
Jimmy Fortune.
Jimmy Fortune. He wrote this beautiful song called I Believe. We're going to do it in the key of F. There's, I thought I'd tell you what the other chords are in case you're wanting to follow along, because it is a little complicated. It's got a B flat in it, it's got a C in it, and an A minor and a D minor. When I see the sunrise in the morning, when I feel the wind blow across my face, when I hear the sound of children playing, I know it's all part of God's amazing grace. And I believe there's a place called heaven. And I believe in a place called Calvary. I believe in a man, his name is Jesus, and I believe that he gave his life for me. I was there the day my mama that he gave his life for me. Yes, I believe that he gave his life for me.
Very nice.
What a beautiful song, I Believe by Jimmy Fortune. Well, who's up next? We're just gonna go in our circle here.
Yeah, you want me?
Yep, sounds like it.
E. Edward.
E. Edward. I still see super chats scrolling up. Thank you very kindly. We appreciate it. Timothy Hussey, it looks like right there. So thank you.
If the world from you withhold of its silver and its gold, and you have to get along with meager fare, just remember in his word how he feeds a little bird. Take your burden to the Lord and leave it there. Leave it there, leave it there. Take your burden to the Lord and leave it there. If you trust and never doubt, he will surely bring you out. Take your burden to the Lord and leave it there. If your body suffers pain and your health you can't regain, and your soul is almost sinking in despair, Jesus knows the pain you feel. He can save and he can heal. Take your burden to the Lord and leave it there. Leave it there. Leave it there. Take your burden to the Lord and leave it there. If you trust and never doubt, he will surely bring you out. Take your burden to the Lord and leave it there. When your youthful days are gone and old age is stealing on, and your body bends beneath the weight of care, he will never leave you then. He'll go with you to the end. Take your burden to the Lord and leave it there. Leave it there. Take your burden to the Lord and leave it there. If you trust and never doubt, he will surely bring you out. Take your burden to the Lord and leave it there. Take your burden to the Lord and leave it there.
Well, let's see. Do you want to play a gospel banjo tune?
Oh, I will.
Why don't you do that?
We'll do a How Great
come
Thou
back.
Art
Yeah, huh?
in C.
Okay.
I
How
thought
great
somebody was going to sing.
Leon's going to lead us in How Great Thou Art on the banjo in C. Let me tell you something. This ain't no easy thing to do on a banjo, and he does it really well. Nice job. Well, now you guys can play Chinese checkers there and
chairs.
switch things around.
Yep, and the music stops. We'll see who no longer has a chair, and then
Yeah,
yeah, some of this out.
yeah. We
Okay.
could do. What is that called? Where you do that? Where you play
Musical
music?
chairs. Musical chairs.
That's what we're doing. We're playing musical chairs. We didn't even realize
And
it.
Gary's trying to run out the door, get security. You can't leave, Gary. We're not done yet. We're gonna be in the key of D. We're in the key of D. Are we still in tune? All of my friends that I loved yesterday, they've gone home. Gone home. The songbirds that sing in the dell seem to say they've gone home. They've gone home. They've joined the heavenly fold, walking the streets of pure gold, left one by one as their work here was done. Gone home. Gone home. Life here is lonely since they've gone before. They've gone home. Gone home. The old weeping willow that stands by the door sadly says they've gone home. They've joined the heavenly fold, walking the streets of pure gold, left one by one when their work here was done. Gone home. Gone home. The trumpet will sound on that great judgment day. They've gone home. Gone home. We'll see all our friends that have gone on that way. They've gone home. Gone home. They've joined the heavenly fold, walking the streets of pure gold, left one by one as their work here was done. Gone home. Gone home.
Very nice. Beverly, did I skip you? Aren't you next?
Tell.
I guess. I don't know.
Well, here, let me move.
You
So
didn't do one yet, did she?
no,
I went from
did not.
Gary to the banjo instead of over to.
All right, I'm scooting back, Gary, so you can get up here.
Slide up in here close,
can hide
Beverly, because they
behind
can't hear you way over there.
They can't. Well,
No. Why don't you just sit there and let Gary sit there for the moment? Stay there.
oh my goodness. Well,
Gary, you gotta slide in a little
do
bit.
I fly away
Sure.
in key of D?
Key.
D. Key of D.
D.
Yeah. Standard, old standard Alabama runway song. I'll fly
Okay.
away.
I'll fly away.
Well, some glad morning when this life is over, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll
her back in the second half. Another one says,
There you go, Beverly.
Yolanda has the nicest voice. It's something about really. I don't see where the comment went now. It said, "Oh, here it is." Yolanda has the nicest voice. Do tell her. It's just kind of special. There you go. So, have you got another one you want to sing? You sure? How about Walking After Midnight? I know I can play that. Can you do it?
Okay,
Have you got the words?
I'll step on.
I can play
All right,
guitar.
while she's getting the words, I'll do another request. In the key of D, boys and girls.
Stay going here.
I'll take it.
Okay.
We're playing musicals.
Yeah, we're playing musical instruments in addition. This is by request, and it's by the request of the man behind the screen there, the man behind the curtain. He's asked me to do this song a couple times, and I've missed out getting it done for him. So here we go. Somewhere beyond the grave, there is a land that Jesus went to prepare by His own hand, and for the saved by grace, there is a resting place, and in a few more days it will be mine. Some call it heaven, I call it home. Some call it dreaming, so let me dream on. Some call it paradise, somewhere beyond the sky. Some call it heaven, I call it home. Mr. Leon.
Only on.
Someone said you can't go back home again, and that things will not ever be as good as they've been. Well, I've got good news for you. When heaven comes into view, one glimpse and you'll know the best is yet to come. Some call it heaven, I call it home. Some call it dreaming, so let me dream on. Some call it paradise, somewhere beyond the sky. Some call it heaven, I call it home. Some call it heaven, I call it home. There you go, Ron. Thank you. Well, let's see.
She walking or not?
Yolanda, you're hiding. She's hiding over there, literally hiding behind my table saw. Can you believe that? I'm not making that up. She's literally hiding behind the table saw. Step right up here. Now, Yolanda, this time I want you to belt this sucker out.
Okay.
Because I know you can do it.
What key are we gonna be?
I have no idea. That's the first thing. You have to bear with us. We have no idea. This has not been rehearsed. Maybe, contrary to what you might be thinking, this has not been rehearsed at all. We've never heard her sing this song.
Usually, I think.
And we don't even know if we can play it, but we think we can.
Maybe C.
Maybe C.
I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I walk for miles along the highway. Well, that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the starlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you.
You got something there, Leon?
I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just hoping you may be somewhere walking after midnight, searching for you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now I hope they could hear that.
I hope so.
I put the mic right in her mouth.
Very good.
Nice job, Yolanda. Nice job. You're welcome back anytime.
Good job, Leon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Leon can play that guitar
showing
just
off.
like he can. Well, he can play
no, he
it.
stepped on his back.
What you all don't know about Leon is he plays
I'm
mandolin
out.
10 times better than I do. I mean 10 times better than I do.
That's disastrous, Leon.
I don't need that one anyway.
You don't have it.
Who's up, by the way?
You.
Well, probably not, but I will do that other request. I did get another request for, well, actually, I got 3 of them here. The By the Side of the Road, Phantom 614, and Bringing Mary Home. We ought to do one of those.
Yes,
Since
you
it's the gospel set, we'll do the we'll do the By the Side of the Road.
G?
In the G of keys. There are people who would rather live in mansions, people who would rather live alone, people who would trade God's promise for the glories to hold. There are people who would rather live in splendor and brag about the silver and the gold, but I'd rather have a little log cabin by this side of the road. I'd rather live by the side of the road and try to point so
roadside where the pilgrimage of man is passing by, and help to point some soul to Jesus in that city on high. Every day I wanna help scatter roses. Every night I want my lamp to shine and bright. With a woman from a little bay window by the side of the road. I'd rather live by the side of the road and try to point souls to the blessed abode than to be a king or a millionaire and live in a mansion in bright array. I'd rather do a neighborly deed for a traveler deed or a friend in need. I'd rather live by the side of the road and help some pilgrim along life's way, and help some pilgrim along life's way.
By the Side of the Road by the late great Albert Brumley, one of the finest gospel writers ever. It's okay if you want to clap, Cash. That's just fine with me.
We need all the
Yeah,
encouragement we can get.
we need somebody to encourage us. It's great playing in front of 305 people like we're doing right now, but unfortunately we can't hear them. You know, of course, maybe that's a good thing.
It's right tomato time of the year.
Yeah, you never know. Let's see. Why don't we do about 3 more songs? Why don't we do Gary, Loretta, and then I'll do one to just call it quits. Okay? We'll
Okay.
get
So,
her done.
while we're stalled here, Loretta, you come up to the front, I'll go to the back.
Yeah, and Loretta can do the next one. It doesn't have to be in
it's
any
fine.
particular order.
Okay.
Well, we sure hope you've enjoyed our concert tonight.
I have the strap
We
on
have,
the
you know,
top,
we're going to have
so
a few
let's make sure I
glitches
don't
because it
step
is
on it.
live after all. You know, TV shows that are live always have some
me fall
glitches. And most of the glitches are attributed to me because I'm the one operating everything and trying to play and sing, and I usually am the one that messes it up. So everybody else does a
I'm
fine
gonna be in
job.
D. I would be in D.
Really proud that these folks let me play with them. So if you have the ability to help us out a little bit with some donations, I wanted to let you know how that works, and that is it does get split equally among the players here this evening. And just so you know, YouTube takes 30% right off the top. So we're not getting rich by any stretch. Just wanted to let you know. Okay, Loretta, are you ready?
Yes, we're going to be in the key of D. I know this says C, but I really mean D.
Well, I don't look at the papers anyway. I can't read, you know.
All right. Tempted and tried, we're oft made to wonder why it should be thus all the day long, while there are others living about us, never molested, though in the wrong. Farther along, we'll know all about
said, Loretta, you did a really nice set.
I didn't pay them to say that. I just want to know.
Oh, yeah, sure.
No idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come up here, Cash. Somebody asked for you to do another song.
I moved it off to the side before I hurt myself or others.
So, what are you going to do? Are you ready?
Let's go with Fallen Leaves, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of people say Grandpa Jones wrote this, and I'm not 100% sure.
He did.
Well, I've heard both ways about it. I've heard that he co-wrote it with someone else, and I really don't know the whole story. I just know he made it famous for sure. Fallen Leaves, and we're going to do it in the G of keys.
Fallen leaves that lie scattered on the ground. The birds and flowers that were here cannot be found. All the friends he ever had are not around. They're all scattered like the leaves upon the ground. Lord, let my eyes see every need of every man, and make me stop and always lend a helping hand. So when they lay beneath the little grassy mound, there'll be more friends around than leaves upon the ground. Some folks drift along through life and never thrill to the feeling that a good deed brings until it's too late. They're all ready to lie down. They're beneath the leaves scattered on the ground. To your grave, there's no use in bringing any gold. You can't use it when it's time for hands to fold. When you leave this earth for a better home someday, the only thing you take is what you gave away.
Everybody sing the chorus.
Fallen leaves that lie scattered on the ground. The birds and flowers that were here cannot be found. All the friends he ever had are not around. They're all scattered like the leaves upon the ground. Yes, they're all scattered like the leaves upon the ground.
There you go. Good job, Cash. Good job. Gary, you do one more.
Yeah, make me follow the kid.
Yeah, there you go. You never in this business. You never follow children or ponies or anything like that, or dogs. That's why I'm making Gary follow him. E.
I talk with the Lord many nights at my bedside, and I ask His forgiveness as I knelt to Him. And if I could repay, I'd be only too willing, for He died on the cross just to save me from sin. There's a light guiding me. I can see heaven's glory, and it holds me steadfast to His way and His love. It's guiding me through temptation and evil. There's a light guiding me to that heaven above. Distant shore, many friends have gone for me. They're singing the praises of God's love, I know. Through the valley of death, I'll be guided by Jesus. He'll carry me over though I'm weak and worn. There's a light guiding me. I can see heaven's glory, and it holds me steadfast to His way and His love. It's guiding me through temptation and evil. There's a light guiding me to that heaven above. Just turn it around. When that great day comes and I see heaven's glory, I know that my soul will be free from all care. He'll open the gate and bid me to enter. When the roll's called up yonder, I pray to be there. There's a light guiding me. I can see heaven's glory, and it holds me steadfast to His way and His love. It's guiding me through temptation and evil. There's a light guiding me to that heaven above. Thank you.
Did a nice job. You did a nice job. Well, we sure have enjoyed it. I'm going to do one more song for you. I think I'm just going to do one that I wrote, a gospel song. Go to A. It's called He's Coming Again. The story behind this song is I just woke up and it was on my mind. I had already written it, I guess, in my sleep, and I just got up and ran straight to the computer and wrote it all down. And that's the truth of it. Last night I dreamed I was in heaven, and there upon the throne I saw God's Son. God said unto His Son, Jesus, the time has come for you to return unto the world, and He's coming again. We pray that He would. He's coming again. Be ready, we all know we should. He's coming again. We all need Him so. He's coming again to save all our so nice to us. Thank you for all those super chats and all the support we've been given this evening and all the wonderful comments. We really, really do appreciate it. We'll see you here on the last Thursday of the next month, which will be September, right? Yeah, I have to get out take my fingers and shoes and socks off to count all this
It's
up.
the
here.
10th month. You'll
Yes,
be okay.
the 10th month. Okay, I'll be all right. Thank you so much. We will see.
Oh, 9th month. Yeah.
Ninth
Yeah.
And by the way,
He'll be in trouble then.
yeah, it is the 9th month. You guys are no help at all. By the way, tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, we have our shop talk, so be sure to tune in for that, and you can ask questions on things related to your instruments, on how to build them, repair them, whatever, or you can just ask about anything pretty much in mechanical speaking, and I've been there, done that for the most part. So we'll see you then.